Hi, I'm here with Don Carney, and the discussion is going to be about the virtues of public service and why we got involved. In my case, my parents were highly involved in a lot of public institutions and public endeavors as a way of giving back to the community. I give the same question to Don. Don, can you tell us how you got involved and why?
Sure, Brad. There came a point here in Birmingham where the Quarton School was to be redistricted. My neighbors and I became concerned. The redistricting from Quarton to Pierce put that at risk, and many of the families here in the Quarton area took exception to that. But we realized at that point that we didn't have any way to contest that. And so one thing led to another, and we ended up forming a voluntary association for the purpose of resisting the redistricting of Quarton School and to try to bring about some compromise, change, if you will. And that ultimately led to the formation of Quarton Lake Neighborhood Association as a more permanent way of organizing the neighborhood. And so I and many others helped to do that. I ended up drafting much of the paperwork and was elected as a director and was the first president. And I served for, I think, 10 years as president of the Neighborhood Association. That led me to have frequent contact with city people, staff, city manager, appear before the city commission, and I became known to people in our area. And so about 2000, the city downtown was undergoing great change, and an opening on the city commission came up. And so I was asked by a number of people if I would consider submitting my name as an applicant for the city commission position. So I had never held public office before. And so I said, all right, I'll try it. And so I sent in my name and applied and went before the city commission with many other applicants. And ultimately I was selected with the understanding that I would agree to run for a full 4-year term in 2001. And so I did that, and then I ran again in 2004 and was elected each time, and then served as mayor in 2004 and 2008. Held various other positions that are a part of being on the city commission. And so I got a pretty good understanding of the workings of the city, and I'm pleased to be able to have participated both as a commissioner and as the mayor. During the election of 2001, the city proposed a $25 million bond for the public to approve or disapprove. And the public approved it, and it was earmarked for the improvements of our area parks. And we utilized that money to improve the parks, but specifically several $1 million of that went into the overhaul of the Quarton Lake itself, which I had a direct involvement with. And then we also ended up buying the Barnum property with a part of the funds. And many of the other improvements that you see today around Birmingham, including Shane Park, are the result of that successful bond proposal. And when I ran in 2001, people were very conscious of the importance of me running and wisely utilizing the bond funds. And so I believe that all of us that served on the commission did that, and we're satisfied or happy with the results, and you're proud that the city voters entrusted that money to us. And I was told by one of the prior commissioners that there's a great satisfaction that comes from serving as an elected official. And they said, you may not realize it at this point, but as you get older, you will appreciate it. And I can say that that's true today as I sit here. I'm very pleased and honored to have been able to serve, and I encourage others who have any inclination to serve in public office, make a contribution, to step up. And you have to take a chance. I mean, to run and be elected takes a certain amount of courage, because you have to face the prospect of being defeated. But it is a great thing to accomplish, and so I hope others will take heart from my words and follow suit.